I made it back to the trail, guys. I am at Raven Rock Road, about to go up to Raven Rock Shelter. And behind me on that side of the road is south. And in front of me, beyond this here double blaze, is north. Okay, so the blaze is there. That definitely looks like a trail, but I think the trail is actually over here. So that was a little confusing for a second there, but I guess I just don't have my trail mind going yet, you know? So, gotta get that sharpened, but here we go. This looks more like the AT. I did see that it's a 600 foot, gosh, these cars are so loud. It's a 600 foot climb in 0.7 miles. So that seems a little steep, but nothing I can't handle. Okay, climbing up. My destination in 0.7 is, what is it? Raven Rock's Shelter. See how I feel when I get there. There's still some light left, but it might be nice to just set up and hang out. Okay, now that I'm back away from the road, up the trail a little bit, just wanted to fill the vlog in on the details of how I got back to the trail. So I didn't record much, I got some clips, but yesterday my good friend Square Pie contacted me. She was going to give me a ride back to Harper's Ferry. She said they were ready to go. They, meaning her and Hippie. Hippie owns the hostel, or manages the hostel in Harper's Ferry that I stayed at. He's a really good friend. Feels like family. So I said, okay, sure, yeah, I'll meet you at the parking lot of Tent City. And they came and we hopped in and they're like, hey, we're actually gonna go camp at Grayson Highlands along the way. Hope you're down. I was like, heck yeah. So we had a fire last night and talked story. Saw that sunset that I shared. Saw some cows. It was a good time. It was really, really beautiful and interesting to see that area in this time of year. Because when I was through there, that particular spot was on the cusp of a massive storm. And that was right before I went to Thomas Knob Shelter. You could look back in my videos and probably see that same place. It was like right after Vulture Rock or Buzzard Rock. Buzzard Rock. Hello. Good, how are you? Okay, well, I met a friendly hiker there, so I paused the recording, but as I was saying, the shuttle driver brought me here. I got a ride with Hippie and Square Pie, and then when I got to Harper's Ferry, I got a shuttle to here from a nice lady named Rachel. Thank you, Rachel, if you're watching. It was a pleasure spending time together en route, and she got me right here to the trailhead. So that's how I returned to Raven Rock Road. Rachel was telling me that she just gave a ride to a guy and 3 girls that were coming back from trail days, and I think I met them at trail days. It's like Bubbles, Wingspan, Boomerang, and I can't remember the other girl's name. And they were like, where are you at on trail when I met them? And I told them I was going to be at Penmar, Raven Rock Road, and they're like, oh my gosh, we're just behind you. And they're dropped off this morning at Turner Gap, is what Rachel was telling me, which is 18 miles behind this shelter. So what I'm trying to say is there's a chance they might already catch me here today. They might also not. This area is really cool. There's a lot of above ground geological formations. You don't see a whole lot of that on the AT. Looks like some nice bouldering spots. Maybe even more so. There's some cracks over there. Good climbing spots. Okay, I'm got a ways to go. It's uphill. I'll put the camera away for now that I got you guys caught up on what has happened. And I'll talk more about it later. I still need to update the vlog on my thoughts about trail days and my experience there. So I'll do that hopefully in today's episode. Much love, everyone. See you soon. Feels really good to be back on trail. Trail days was really fun. I will say I was apprehensive on going into it, but when I got there and saw that everyone there had similar interests as me and was just very embraced feeling when I got there. And yeah, I had a lot of fun. Met a lot of people. I danced. I ate good food, and yeah, I really enjoyed trail days. I met some people who knew me through the vlog and didn't expect that at all. Nice to meet everybody who was there and said hello. Thanks for doing that. I know how I feel when I see, vloggers that I watch. I mean, at trail days, I saw several, people, entities that exist in the hiking, backpacking sphere. I saw some, and I just, I didn't say anything. I didn't say hello. They seemed to be pretty busy and swarmed with a lot of their fans already, so didn't want to contribute to that. But yeah, I was just trying to say thanks for saying hello. I know it takes a certain level of will to break the ice and walk up. So it was very nice to meet you guys, each and every one who said hello. Made me feel seen, so thank you. Trail days was a success. Got there and back, 1,000 miles traveled by car successfully by the kindness of strangers. Well, actually not strangers. These people are my friends. So definitely don't feel like they're strangers. I'm at the shelter. I think there's people here. Oh, there's a bunch of people here. Hello. Oh, how are you guys? Hello, everybody. I'm out here in the woods. I made it to the shelter, as you saw when I walked up. It's all the way over there, over yonder. And over here in the far corner is my tent site. I picked the flattest, least rocky one. And I'm just gonna get set up here. I'm not gonna stay in the shelter because I want to avoid rodents, and my social battery is a little drained from trail days. So, all right, guys, got my tent set up. I got a neighbor. That is Sunup, my friend from months ago. She is deaf and she's finishing her Triple Crown. I don't know why I said she's deaf, but it just is a defining feature of her. I really like this person. She's just very cool. So I'm glad to have her as my neighbor. I got my tent set up. I'll show you that here. That is my home base, the mothership in action. I better close this door before I get bugs in there. Got the door held up. Kind of looks a little wonky right now, but love that feature. I can tie up the vestibule to have an open door. Just gonna have some food. I got my stove and food bag prepped here. I'm gonna go over to the shelter and hang out with the good people of the trail. Have some dinner, play some kalimba. I'm gonna take my pad and my cookables over there. So let's do that. You can join me. I'm gonna set the camera down for a moment and I'm gonna grab up my stuff and then walk over there. So I have arrived. Spring. I am about to undergo taking an ancient rite of man, collecting water and bearing it back to camp. People have been doing this for thousands of years. Probably more like tens of thousands, if not hundreds, if not millions. But they weren't doing it with this technology. Bam, brand new CNOC bladder. I don't know if I told the vlog or not. I had to get a new bladder. Look how clean it is. I popped my bladder with my spork right on the seam. So, got a new one. Time to gather it. Look at that. Oh, I'm so thirsty just looking at it. Yay. I turned the camera off and then I realized that I could just take a video of me getting the water the first time with my new bladder. I gotta reposition here. First time this bladder's getting used. How many miles will this bladder make it? How many gallons? Liters? Oh, beautiful. Oh. Hallelujah. This is why I carry a 3-liter bladder, everyone, for water carries like this. So I only have to do it once for dinner and breakfast, and I'll have enough water to hike out with. So that's why I like to carry the 3-liter. It adds a negligible amount of weight, having 3 versus 2 or 1, and gives me a lot more flexibility on water carries. So, okay, now I gotta climb back up. Tally ho. I'm here with Sunup. We're having dinner. This is what I'm having. Garlic and vegetables, spring onion. It's already in the pot. Oh yeah. Dinner is served. Yummy.